Hi students, in this session I am going to explain the detailed solutions of the chemistry part of Neet UG 2020 which was conducted today between 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and I have taken G3 version for this. So let us start with the first question, which is question number 136 in G3 version. Okay, you can take the first question now. What is the change in oxidation number of carbon in the following reaction? Right, so the reaction given here, starting with methane, you can see the oxidation number of carbon in methane is -4, and it's converting into CCl4, carbon tetrachloride. The oxidation number of carbon in CCl4 is +4. So they're asking the change in oxidation number. So the change in oxidation number is from -4 to +4. So the right option for this question is second one. Let's go to the next question now, 137. Okay, question number 137 is on electrolysis of dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, electrolysis reaction of H2SO4 dilute using platinum electrode. The product obtained at the anode will be, right, we already know at anode oxidation takes place. So we got, okay, I taken directly the reaction here. So if we take anode reaction, hydroxide ion migrates to the anode, which is converted in, or can take undergoes loss of electron, 4 electrons, and converted into O2. So we got the reaction there. Anode reaction is 4OH minus gives O2 plus 2H2O plus 4 electrons. So the gas evolved or liberated is oxygen gas. The right answer is option first, oxygen gas. Okay, next question is 138. An increase in the concentration of the reactants of the reaction leads to the change in. Okay, so increase in the concentration of reactants of a reaction leads to change in. So it affects to which of the following they're asking, right? We already know heat of reaction, threshold energy, and activation energy are independent of the concentration of the reactant, right? So only one here, that's collision frequency, which depends on the concentration of the reactants. Okay, so what happens now? As a concentration of reactants increases, so collision frequency also increases. Okay, so the right answer for this, right option for this is third one, collision frequency. Okay, that's 138th question. Let's go to the 139th now. Okay, reaction between benzaldehyde and acetophenone. Now benzaldehyde is not having any alpha hydrogen atoms. I taken a reaction here, you can see. And acetophenone, that's a ketone, right? C6H5COCH3 in the presence of dilute sodium hydroxide. Dilute sodium hydroxide we use in the case of aldol condensation, but as it contains two different carbonyl compounds, right? One benzaldehyde, other is acetophenone. So the reaction is called cross aldol condensation. So the right option for this is third one. Right, let's go to the next one now. Question number 140. Which of the following alkanes cannot be made in good yield by Woods reaction? Woods reaction nothing but when alkyl halides reacted with sodium in the presence of dry ether to form higher alkanes. So it's a type of coupling reaction, right? Now you can see in the case of Woods reaction, we'll get alkanes with even number, okay, in good yield always, because of we can start with only one type of alkyl halide. Okay, if we take two different alkyl halides, what happens there? We'll get mixture of alkanes. So we can see the first one, 2,3-dimethyl butane structure I gave here actually. Okay, so we can make use of only one alkyl halide, right? That's like we can take 2-chloropropane. So if we take 2 moles of 2-chloropropane, we get formation of 2,3-dimethyl butane in good yield, right? But they're asking which cannot be made in good yield. Okay, you can see N-butane also, right? If you want to get N-butane, we can start with ethyl chloride, right? And to get N-hexane, we can take N-propyl chloride. But if you want to get 7 carbon, so we need to go for mixture, right? Like one alkyl halide having 3 carbon and other having 4 carbon. Okay, and in that case it always gives a mixture of alkanes, okay, not a pure n-heptane. So the right option for this is second one, n-heptane. Okay, the next one now, question number 141. Which of the following is a natural polymer? Okay, natural polymer is, we got among these is cis-1,4 polyisoprene. That's nothing but natural rubber. Okay, right. Next one, 142. Okay, a mixture of N2 and A2, nitrogen gas and argon gases, in a cylinder contains 7 gram of N2 and 8 gram of argon. If the total pressure of the mixture of the gases in a cylinder is 27 bar, the partial pressure of N2 is. Okay, we need to find partial pressure. So to find partial pressure, we should know first the formula for that, right? If I take partial pressure of N2 equal to mole fraction of N2 into total pressure, right? Okay, so it means to get partial pressure, we first need to find mole fraction of N2 as total pressure is already given. That's 27 bar, right? Okay, now we need to get mole fraction of N2, and to get mole fraction of N2, we must have number of moles of N2 and number of moles of argon, right? A2. So sorry, AR. Now if we take number of moles of N2, we can take it as by this is 7 gram already given, 7 gram of N2 taken, mass by molar mass you can take, right? 7 by 28, that is 0.25. And similarly you can find number of moles of argon, 8 gram given in the question. So 8 gram by 40 is atomic mass of argon, right? So 8 by 40 is 0.2. So number of moles of N2 and argon we got, right? Now mole fraction of N2 is equal to number of moles of N2 by total number of moles of all the components, right? And here we got only two components, N2 and argon. Okay, so 0.25 divided by 0.25 plus 0.2, that's 0.45, and if we simplify we'll get answer is 0.555. okay, this is mole fraction of N2. Now use the direct formula. Partial pressure of N2 is equal to mole fraction we got as 0.555 into 27 is the total pressure, right? So we'll get answer is 15 bar. So the right answer for this question is second option, 15 bar. Let's go to the next question now. 143. Match the following and identify the correct option. Okay, correct option we need to find. We know CO and H2, we can take it as synthesis gas, right? And match here. A with 3, temporary hardness, magnesium bicarbonate and calcium bicarbonate. B2H6, this is an electron deficient hydride, and H2O2 is having non-planar structure. So the right answer in this case is option fourth one. We can see here, right? A3, then you got B1, C2 and D4. Okay, the right option for 143rd question is fourth one. Next one, question number 144. For the reaction, okay, two chlorine atoms combining to form chlorine molecule, the correct option is. Right, now if you see the reaction here, in the reactant side we got 2 moles of chlorine atom, and product side we got 1 mole of chlorine, right, molecule. So we can first see the entropy, right? Entropy depends on like number of moles. Number of moles is reducing from reactant to products. As the number of moles of gaseous component reduces, so entropy decreases. Okay, so what happens here? From reactant to product, entropy decreasing. And if we say entropy decreasing, go delta S to be taken as negative. Okay, that's less than 0. So delta S is 0. Now if you take enthalpy term, what happens to the enthalpy? If you move from reactant to product, if you compare the stability of these two now, chlorine atomic state and molecular state, molecular state is more stable compared to atomic state, right? So chlorine molecule, or I can say the product, is having or should be having more stability. And if we take more stability, it should be having less energy, right? Okay, if less energy means what? From reactant to product, enthalpy is again decreasing like entropy. Okay, so if enthalpy decreases, so delta H again we take it as negative exothermic reaction, or we can take delta H less than 0. So the right option for this question is third option there, delta H less than 0 and delta S also less than 0. Okay, let's go to the next question. 145. An element has body-centered cubic BCC structure with a cell edge of 288 picometer. The atomic radius you need to find. Right, so we know in BCC relation is what? 4R is equal to root 3 into A. That's the relation we got between radius and edge length, okay, A. So just we need to write expression for R now. R is equal to root 3 by 4 into A value is already given directly, 288. The right answer is root 3 by 4 into 288. So the right option is fourth one. Question number 146. Urea reacts with water to form A, which will decompose to form B. Okay, first let's take step by step now. Urea is NH2, CONH2. When it reacts with water, it forms, this compound is called carbamic acid, right? Nothing but we can take like COH and H2. We'll get formation of carbamic acid. That to be taken as A. And this carbamic acid decomposes to form two compounds, right? One is ammonia, other is carbon dioxide. So we can take ammonia as B here. Okay, right, once we get B, you can see the next there. B, when passed through Cu2 plus aqueous, deep blue color solution C is formed. Okay, when ammonia reacts with you can see this reaction, right? When ammonia reacts with copper 2 plus ion aqueous, so results in formation of CuNH3 taken 4 times having 2 plus charge. So you can take like cuprammonium ion, right? And cuprammonium ion is having deep blue color. So they're asking what is the formula of C? So C nothing but CuNH3 taken 4 times 2 plus. Okay, question number 147. Reaction between acetone and methyl magnesium chloride followed by hydrolysis will give, right? We already know Grignard reagent, right? This is methyl magnesium chloride, one of the Grignard reagent. And Grignard reagent, when reacted with formaldehyde, it forms primary alcohol. When it reacts with any higher aldehyde, it forms secondary alcohol. And if it reacts with ketones, it forms tertiary. So you can straight away directly select here tertiary butyl alcohol, okay? Or you can take even the reaction also. You can see the reaction here: acetone, methyl magnesium chloride in presence of dry ether followed by hydrolysis. So you get formation of tertiary butyl alcohol. So the right option for this is second one, tertiary butyl alcohol. Okay, next one, question number 148. The following metal ion activates many enzymes, participates in oxidation of glucose to produce ATP, and with sodium is responsible for the transmission of nerve signals. Okay, this is a direct question. They're asking which metal ion involved actually, okay, in all these activities. So you can straight away select, okay, it is potassium ion. The right answer is option 3. 149. The number of protons, neutrons and electrons in deuterium 71, atomic number, atomic mass is 175. Okay, you can easily select that, right? Number of protons and number of electrons equal, right? 71, 71. So the right answer is option 4. 150. Which of the following set of the molecules will have zero dipole moment? Okay, so zero dipole moment. We know boron trifluoride, it's having zero dipole moment, right? Then we got beryllium difluoride, linear molecule. This is also having zero dipole moment. Carbon dioxide, linear, zero dipole moment. And 1,4-dichlorobenzene is also having zero dipole moment. Okay, so the right option for this is third one, BF3, BF2, carbon dioxide, CO2, and 1,4-dichlorobenzene. All are having zero dipole moment. 151. Identify a molecule which does not exist. We know that, right? If we take like does not exist, we need to prove like bond order is equal to 0. I can take the bond order formula, half of Nb minus Na. And if we take Nb minus Na, in the case of He2, We got 2 bonding electrons and 2 non-bonding electrons. So 2 minus 2 becomes 0. So bond order is equal to 0 in the case of He2. That's the reason why helium molecule does not exist. So the right answer is fourth one. 152. Identify the incorrect match. Okay, this is again a direct question. Okay, which is incorrect here? 101. That's nil. First, second, and third are correctly matched here, right? Mendelevium, lawrencium, and seaborgium. But if we take unnium, that's 111 atomic number is given as Dunstadium, right? But it is triple one. It is nothing but Rongenium match. Okay, so this is that's unnium is not matched, right, correctly. So that's incorrect one. You can see the options there. It is option 3, D4. That's not matched correctly. Okay, right, next one, 153. The rate constant for first order reaction is, okay, rate constant is given as 4.606 into 10 to the power minus 3 per second. Time required to reduce 2 gram of the reactant to 0.2 gram is. So for the first order reaction, you can use equation there. K is equal to 2.303 by T into log of R naught by R. Just substitute the value there. K 4.606 into 10 to minus 3 equal to 2.303 by T into log of 2, that's R naught initial 2, right, and reduced to 0.2 grams, so 2 by 0.2. Okay, just simplification of this results in 500 seconds. So time taken for reducing 2 gram to 0.2 gram is 500 seconds. Okay, so the right option for this is second one, 500 seconds. 154. Identify the correct statement from the following. Okay, blister copper has blistered appearance due to evolution of carbon dioxide. It's not carbon dioxide, it should be SO2, right? Sulfur dioxide. So that's incorrect one. Vapor phase refining is carried out for nickel by Van Arkel process. So for nickel, we make use of Mons process, right? Not Van Arkel. So that's also incorrect one. Pig iron can be molded into a variety of shapes. So this is a correct statement. Okay, I can just confirm it, right? The fourth also incorrect one. Wrought iron is impure iron with 4% carbon. So we know wrought iron is actually purest form of iron. Okay, so this is also incorrect one. So the correct statement is third option. Okay, 155. Measuring zeta potential is useful in determining which property of colloidal solution. Zeta potential we can relate like, or it gives information like the degree of electrostatic repulsion between adjacent and similarly charged particles in a dispersion. So we can easily relate to the stability of colloidal particles. Okay, so by measuring zeta potential we can get idea regarding stability of colloidal particles. So the right answer for this question is second option. 156. Which of the following oxo acid of sulfur has OO link? Okay, that's like peroxide linkage, right? You can see this is again a direct question, right? So we can see, if you know the structure, it's very easy to opt. Okay, H2S2O8, that's peroxo disulfuric acid, is having peroxide linkage. Okay, OO linkage, right? 157. Elimination reaction of 2-bromopentane to form pent-2-enes. Right here, 2-bromopentane, you can see the reaction here. This reaction is elimination reaction, or you can take it as dehydrohallucination reaction. Okay, so we can take like this reaction we can classify as like beta elimination first, then it follows HCl rule, because major product is pent-2-ene, not pent-1-ene, because pent-2-ene is highly substituted alkene, which is according to ZCF or ZF rule actually. Okay, and this is dehydrohallucination reaction also, because we are removing one hydrogen and one halogen. Okay, so it is a dehydrohallucination reaction but not a dehydration reaction. So we can opt for the right answer here, A, B and C. So the right option is fourth one. 158. Identify the correct statements from the following. Okay, the correct statement we can see. Let me take directly here. ZSM5, this is from surface chemistry, is a zeolite used to convert alcohols into gasoline. That's the correct statement. And carbon monoxide is colorless and odorless gas. You can see the option C and D. That's third one. So the right answer for this is option 3. 159. An alkene on ozone lattice gives methanol, one carbon aldehyde, as one of the product its structure is. Okay, if you want to get methanol, it should have terminal double bond, right? And you can see there, this is not possible, right? If you break bond here, we don't get methanol actually. Okay, so it has to be like terminal double bond should be there. So you can see easily here in second option, you can see the structure, right? If you break this bond, double bond, or can take like if this undergoes ozone lysis reaction followed by hydrolysis, so you get formation of the two products like this, one aldehyde, and second one you can get methanol. So the right answer for this is second one. 160. Paper chromatography is an example of, okay, this is a direct again. Paper chromatography comes in partition chromatography, in which we got both are liquids, right? Like stationary phase as well as mobile phase. So the right answer is first one. 161. Match the following. Okay, oxide they give, and nature, again very simple question. Cl2O7, this acidic, right? We can just match it, right? CO is neutral, Al2O3 is amphoteric, right? Just see the options given there. Right answer for this is first option there. You can see A2, then you got B1, that's basic, right? Barium oxide. C4, aluminum oxide, amphoteric, and D3, that's acidic, okay? Cl2O7. So the right option for this is first one. 162. Which one of the following has maximum number of atoms? Right, to find number of atoms, we first should get number of moles, and number of moles is equal to mass by molar mass can be taken, right? So the one having highest number of moles will be having highest number of atoms. So we can see here at first magnesium we can take 1 by 24, right? 1 by 24, atomic mass is given here, 1 gram given, right? So 1 by 24 is number of moles of magnesium. And if we take number of moles of O2 here, so 1 gram by 32. Okay, so it is number of moles of O2. Okay, and if you want to write for oxygen, it will be like 1 by 16, right? For atom actually. Okay, if we take the next one is 1 by 7 for lithium, atomic mass is 7, right? That's number of moles is 1 by 7. Then we got Ag, that's 1 by 108. Okay, now if you see the fractions, it is very clear that the one having highest number of moles is 1 gram of lithium, and if it is having more number of moles, that will be having maximum number of atoms. Okay, so the right answer for this is third one, 1 gram of lithium. Question number 163. Which of the following is a basic amino acid? Okay, basic amino acid, the meaning of that, right? Amino acid which is having more number of amino groups compared to carboxyl groups, okay, or like having NH2 groups more compared to COOH. So again, a direct question, lysine, in that we take R as CH2, 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 NH2. And if you write complete structure, you can take like carbon, one NH2 here, COOH, hydrogen, and the R will be CH2 taken 4 times NH2. So lysine is an example of basic amino acid. Next one, 164. The calculated spin-only magnetic moment of Cr2 plus. In a chromium, we can write electronic configuration as 3d5-4s1. Then Cr2 plus we can take it as 3d4. So it's having totally 4 unpaired electrons, and we can use spin only magnetic moment formula, square root of n into n plus 2, and if we take n is equal to 4, we get answer is root 24, or you can take it as 4.89 or 4.9 after rounding off. So the right answer for 164th question is first option. 165, sucrose on hydrolysis gives, sucrose upon hydrolysis, it gives alpha D plus glucose and beta D minus fructose, right? So the right answer for this is second option. 166, the mixture which shows positive deviation from the Raoult's law. Okay, if you want to get positive deviation, means in the component, so it should have like greater intermolecular forces, right? Or after mixing the solution, so it should be having weaker intermolecular forces between the two molecules, okay, of the two different molecules. You can see here the right answer for this question is fourth one, because of if you take ethanol, two ethanol molecules are held together by strong hydrogen bonding, right? But after adding or can take mixing ethanol and acetone, the new intermolecular forces between ethanol and acetone is not strong compared to hydrogen bond, okay? So the one which shows positive deviation is mixture of ethanol and acetone. Right answer is fourth option. Question number 167. A tertiary butyl carbocation is more stable than a secondary butyl carbocation. Right, they're asking the reason for this. We don't get resonance effect here, straight away eliminated, right? There is a minus I effect of methyl. Methyl will exhibit plus I effect, right? So you can straight select the right answer for this is hyperconjugation. As you can see, in tertiary butyl, we got 3 methyl groups, right? And we get totally 9 hyperconjugated structures, okay? Whereas in secondary butyl, we'll be having 3 here and 2 here, so it means totally 5 hyperconjugated forms possible. And we already know stability related to the hyperconjugative forms, right? Greater the hyperconjugative forms, greater is the stability. So the right answer for this is option 3, hyperconjugation. Question number 168. Find out the solubility of NiOH taken twice in 0.1 mNaOH, given that ionic product of NiOH taken twice is 2 into 10 to the power minus 15. Okay, we can write the reaction. You can see here NiOH taken twice in equilibrium with Ni2 plus 2OH minus, and we are adding 0.1 m NaOH. Okay, at first I'll take it the concentration as S for NiOH taken twice. S will be for Ni2 plus, and for OH minus, so we are getting 2 moles, right, after dissociation, so that to be taken as 2S. And additionally we are adding 0.1 m NaOH also, so total concentration will be 0.1 plus 2S. Okay, now we can write the solubility product expression. Ksp is equal to Ni2 plus concentration into OH minus concentration to the power 2. Okay, Ni2 plus is hydrogen concentration as S, right, into we got next is OH minus ion concentration is 0.1 plus 2S and raised to the power 2, right? Now 2S so is very less compared to 0.1, right? So we can so ignore that value, okay, 2S. So if we ignore that, we get, just take Ksp value here, 2 into 10 to the minus 15 equal to S into 0.1 to the power 2, and if we simplify, we'll get the value for S as, or can take like solubility will be 2 into 10 to minus 13. So the right answer for this question is option 4. Right, next one, 169. Which of the following is a cationic detergent? Okay, again direct question there. So cationic detergent is cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. You can see the structure here. It is an example of cationic detergent. Okay, next one, 170. The freezing point depression constant Kf is given 5.12 Kelvin kilogram per mole. the freezing point depression for the solution of molality 0.078 m containing a non-electrolyte solute in benzene is. Okay, so we need to find freezing point depression, nothing but delta TF we need to find. So we know the formula, delta TF is equal to Kf into m molality. Kf is given as 5.12 into molality is given as 0.078. Okay, just direct again. To simplify, you get answer is 0.3993 rounded off like 0.40 Kelvin. So the right answer for this is second option. Question number 171. Identify the incorrect statement. Right, so the incorrect statement among these is option 3. The oxidation states of chromium in CrO4 2- and Cr2O7 2- are not the same. But if we check that, in both you'll get oxidation number of chromium is +6 only, right? So incorrect statement is option 3. Okay, 172. Which of the following is not correct about carbon monoxide? Right, it reduces oxygen carrying ability of the blood. So that's correct statement regarding carbon monoxide. You can see the second there, second option. The carboxyhemoglobin, the hemoglobin bound to CO, is less stable than oxyhemoglobin. Right, but this is incorrect one. Okay, because carboxyhemoglobin is actually more stable compared to oxyhemoglobin. So the incorrect one is option 2. 173. Hydrolysis of sucrose is given by the following reaction. Sucrose upon hydrolysis gives glucose and fructose. If the equilibrium constant Kc value is given as 2 into 10 to the power 13 at 300 Kelvin temperature given, the value of delta G naught at the same temperature will be. Right, just again a formula needed here. Delta G naught is equal to minus RT ln Kc. Okay, so just see the expressions given here. Minus R 8.314, temperature is 300 Kelvin, ln of Kc. Okay, Kc value is given as 2 into 10 to the power 13. Okay, so minus RT ln Kc, the right option for this question will be fourth option. Right, question number 174. Which of the following is correct order of increasing field strength of the ligands to form coordination compounds? Okay, it's a memory based question, so you can select straight away. The right answer for this is option 4. 175. Identify the compound X in the following sequence of reactions. Okay, first one, starting with methylbenzene or toluene. Upon chlorination, free radical in presence of sunlight, it gives X, and X upon hydrolysis we get formation of benzaldehyde. Okay, so if you take chlorination, you can see first like monochlorination we get formation of benzyl chloride, and further chlorination takes place to form benzyl chloride. You can see here, right, 2 hydrogen atoms of this methyl group are replaced by halogen, 2 halogens, so we get formation of benzyl chloride. And once you get benzyl chloride, which upon hydrolysis results in formation of benzaldehyde. Okay, so the right option for this question is second one, that's benzyl chloride. Okay, next one, question number 176. The correct option for free expansion of an ideal gas under adiabatic conditions. Okay, we know adiabatic condition nothing but at first you can take like Q is equal to 0, right? So Q should be equal to 0. We can eliminate 2 options straight away here. Then mention free expansion. Okay, if you take free expansion, you know that's in vacuum, and if you take vacuum, work done should be taken as 0. So W should be equal to 0. You can, based on this much only, you can get the answer, right? So here is given as W is more than 0. That's not the case, right? So left with only one option there, that's fourth one. The right answer is option 4. Q equal to 0, delta T is 0, and W is 0. Question number 177. The number of Faradays required to produce 20 gram of calcium from molten calcium chloride, atomic mass given is 40. Okay, you can see the reaction here first. Ca2 plus gains 2 electron to form 1 mole of calcium. So to get 1 mole of calcium, we require 2 moles of electrons. It means, 1 mole nothing but 40 gram. It means we require 2F of electricity to get 40 gram of calcium. Okay, then to get 20 gram, we must have 1 Faraday of electricity. Okay, so 1 Faraday required to get 20 gram of calcium. So the right answer is option 4th. Okay, next one, 178. HCl was passed through solutions of calcium chloride, magnesium chloride and sodium chloride. Which of the following compounds or compound crystallizes? Okay, so in this case we can use the concept of ionic product and solubility product. So in this case we'll get only one there, that sodium chloride only precipitate out, okay, or crystallizes, because of in this case ionic product exceeds solubility product. Okay, so the right answer is option first. 179. Anisole on cleavage with HI. Okay, anisole ceases HYOCH3 upon reaction with HI, undergoes cleavage reaction, right? It forms, as you can see here, we can break oxygen carbon bond here, and carbon I had taken from methyl, right? Okay, this bond only breaks because of, if we see this bond here, it's a stable bond, right? Because of oxygen donates electron, right? So by resonance we can write this bond gets partial double bond character. Okay, so we cannot break that easily. That's the reason why if you break this bond now, we'll get two components, right? One should be methyl iodide CH3I, and other should be phenol. So the right answer is option 4, phenol and methyl iodide. Right, next one, and the last question is, which of the following amine will give carbalamine test? Okay, carbalamine test is for only primary amines. Okay, you can easily select that. The right answer for this question is option 4th. Right, that completes all questions from today's Neet paper, and I had taken the version as G3 version. Okay, and okay, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.